And nothing in business, no amount of success at work is going to replace that sense of fulfillment when you have that joy with your child.
Hi everyone, welcome to today's interview, and with me I have Ong Shu Hwai. She is the Managing Director of Durablinds Trading. Hi Shu Hwai, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Liz.
To get into it, can you just tell us about your business and what you do?
Okay, so I essentially run two lines of business. The first one being Durablinds, and that is basically a distribution and fabrication company. The company carries two products with its IP originated from the inventors themselves. So the first one is called the glass curtains. It's a frameless, retractable system meant to provide private protection for semi-outdoor spaces. And the second product is called Ziptrak. It's originated from Australia, and that's basically outdoor blind system. And again, it provides premium protection for semi-outdoor space. So the fabricator component of my business, Durablinds, basically does distribution and fabrication to support the local trade companies. So we supply the goods, fabricated, customized goods for them. Then I have a second line of business, which is Clima Shield. That particular business is just mainly installation. They do installation of these two products. And again, the passion really comes from helping homeowners recover semi-outdoor spaces to be used as interior space.
So reclaiming their space.
That's correct.
Okay, so how did you get into this business? It sounds very specific, and like, how did you even have an interest in it in the first place?
Yeah, well, I was formerly an interior designer, and more I found that homeowners are not utilizing the balcony space. And during that time, at first, in the first few years being an interior designer, balcony space are not used really, and they are really just small little set spaces for people to just do their laundry. But over time, balcony designs become bigger and bigger, and sometimes I actually see balcony spaces that are actually bigger than living room and dining room combined. So people are just living in very, very small spaces with very big balconies that they don't know what to do with. So, and homeowners sometimes don't like to use the existing balcony spaces because it's exposed to dust, flying insects, rain, noise, so that makes it very unpleasant to use. The balcony space very unpleasant to use. So I thought, there must be a way to help homeowners utilize those space and enjoy a lifestyle that they paid for, because the balcony space are really very expensive per square foot wise. So I was formerly in Canada. In Canada, for $200,000, you can buy a property with a land with a basement. It's just really great, right? But in Singapore, people pay over $1 million for their homes. And if they're not utilizing those areas, I really feel bad for the homeowners. So with that drove the passion to help homeowners maximize the use of the space that they've already paid for. So that's how I got started.
So as an interior designer, were you exposed to such solutions?
At that time, there was not many solution providers. I was always seeking, and there was never really a good product. I was first and foremost looking for retractable frameless glass system. There wasn't a good, reliable product at that time, and there may be a couple of solution providers that could sell the hardware and whatnot, but they were not robust enough. So it's not something that I would install in my own home. I would not install it into my customer's home. So I continued the search, and eventually I found glass curtains and got to know the system. At first I was lured by how beautiful the space it can create, how sleek the look is, how slim the profile looks, and how strong it actually looks, but yet it's invisible. So I was very intrigued, and I do have a balcony that is facing a T-junction. I live on level 3, and it's really, really noisy. And in fact, it's at the same level as the MRT tracks. So I could not use my balcony. And if I do spend time in my own balcony, if I have anybody that I'll be screaming at them to talk to them. So I needed the solution as well. And so anyways, I reached out to the inventor of glass curtains. I wrote in, and they replied. And so the relationship started from there. That's how I got started in bringing in the solution. Because the more I know about the system, the more I fell in love with it. And I just thought Singaporeans must have this. I must bring that in.
Of course. Being a woman in a male-dominated industry, would you consider that an achievement though?
I honestly, I find everything that I have done It is achievement by my own rights, but is it an achievement in everybody else's mind? I don't know. The construction industry, of course, yes, traditionally it is a male-dominant industry. Whenever you work with new hires or installers, when they see, oh, it's a female boss, what does she know about installation?
How did you deal with those haters?
It's not so much to say that they are chauvinistic or anything like that. It's just that there is that general assumption that girls just don't know what we boys goes through on the website. You know, you all don't know anything about installation and you all just know how to sell, right? Okay. So, but they didn't know that I know how to install, that I led installation, and I was able to do it with precision. And I didn't think of it that way. It's only on hindsight that we considered this when people ask me how I handled male-dominant industry. I've always been the kind of person that rolls up my sleeve and get dirty with them anyways. Yeah. So I just go in, and I just do it with them, and I'll muck it, and I'll just tell them, drill here, drill there, adjust there, do this, do that. And I just go on with the business as if I'm one of the boys. I didn't think that I was a girl. I was just there to make sure that we deliver the success, right? And yeah, so on hindsight, yes, that was quite remarkable. But when I was going through it, I wasn't thinking it. Yeah. So in some ways, I'm not sure it's something that I overcame when I was already naturally doing it. I was able to lead these groups of people to believe in the system, to want to install it, to know how to install it. Because the pride that my boys, they actually got. We have a culture in our company, and we have this group chat that everybody would just post their installation of the day, and we love it. You know, we will see all sorts of installation and how beautiful the space look. And then whenever there's a customer review on us, we also post it in the group chat, and we always get them like on a weekly basis. I'll say 80% of our installation actually get great review. And then that's what keeps us going, you know. And the boys, they're really proud.
So you have a son?
He's really a joy and a delight. Such a happy boy.
Yeah. How do you manage your time to spend so that you
Well, one of the things that, you know, before I had Marcus, I easily work 12, 14 hours a day. Yeah. Easily. You know. But ever since I had Marcus, I put a hard stop at 6 o'clock.
Okay. Every day?
Every day.
Okay.
You know, hard stop. And it's just no matter what, got to get home. And I also squeeze moments of time out to bring him to courses and classes. I never knew I had time until I make it happen, right? So it's just been that. And I was ready to give up more working time so that I can be a better parent. But you know, and I thought that, okay, I'm ready to sacrifice my business or my attention of my time to my business for my son. Yeah. But long and behold, I actually got more out of the business. I don't know why, but
it's amazing.
That's what happened. Wow. So I've been quite blessed, I think. Having that rest, having that joy, that constant reminder to be joyful, I think has been one reason that kept me sane throughout the pressures of the growing business.
So like, what would you say to moms who are also entrepreneurs who just trying to get through the day intact and building their businesses?
Well, for me, I know that at the end of the day, I'm going back to my bundle of joy. So that helped me survive the day better. Yeah. Just no matter how hard this is, the end of the day is coming and you get to go home to joy. So yeah. So what, this is only a few hours. So if it's a difficult day, I don't get those days a lot. I would say that time flies and your child's time, they grow up so fast. Yes. I would not trade it for anything. So I'll put first and foremost, my first priority is to spend with Marcus, my attention and time to him. And then when I'm with him, I'm really present with him. So nothing would trade that. Yeah. I'll give that as my first priority. Yeah. In the times that I do have to work, I do let him be in school, spend time having fun with his cousins, or he's in enrichment classes. So I know he's getting something, he's getting growth anyways. But I do make sure that I have ample hours with him. That actually is very fulfilling, and nothing in business, no amount of success at work is going to replace that sense of fulfillment when you have that joy with your child. So, and that connection that comes with it. Yeah. Because if you want your child to trust you, it's not whether you scold them, it's the amount of time that you spend with them, and I believe in that. Yes. You cannot teach a child to love you or trust you. It's just you being there and being present with them and spending the amount of time that you spend with them is the consistency is very important. I try to bring that to Marcus. Right. Consistent ample amount of time and attention and being present when I'm with him. So that builds that bond between us that is so strong, that he can trust, you know? So yeah, nothing in business, no amount of success in business is going to replace that fulfillment when you have that bond.
Do you feel guilty sometimes that you don't spend enough time with him?
Yes.
So how do you manage it?
So it's just that sometimes, well, I do splurges. So then if I find that my marker for feeling that way is very low, like I don't let it go crazy, like I don't see him for days, or no, I don't. Like my marker is like after 1 or 2 days that I feel that I'm not getting the 4 hours day with him, so that's my marker, right? So if I'm even lesser by 1 or 2 hours, then I'll start to plan like indulgent days, you know, that I get like full days with him. But those are again very rare because I'm quite regulated when it comes to spending time with him, quite consistent. So I don't really have to exercise that.
Okay.
Yeah, not much really. Yeah, but yes, occasionally I feel guilty. And actually when I am at work and he's at school, there are days that I actually still missed him anyways. You know, I just want to be with him. I see the sun outside, so I want to take him to the beach. So those were the days on the Saturday. I usually feel quite miserable on Saturdays if I have to work in the afternoon. The rest of the days are quite well managed. It's only on Saturdays that
because it's the weekend.
It's the weekend. You want him to have fun. You know, we want to go out, go to the beach, fly kite, you know. So those were the days. But other than that, yeah, it's okay. The guilt is quite
controlled. And not there really. Thank you so much for your sharing. It's been so insightful and always enjoyable to talk to you.
Thank you for having me.